Hey, I'll be happy to answer any questions. There's a lot of good work, some really good things we're really excited about, and obviously we have some things to clean up, but 2 really good days. Compliment the Rams and their staff and their players, and our players and coaches did a good job. We had one scuffle that was uncalled for, but I thought for the most part our players played hard, and we got a lot of work done.
It's been 2 days, obviously, with the joint practices. I guess what's your main takeaway from your guys? What you learned most about what's been going on the last 2 days?
We're a better team. We've gotten better. That doesn't mean much in terms of one win and loss, but we're getting better. Both lines of scrimmage, offensive line, defensive line, I think we competed better. But I'm pleased. I thought A.J. Cole put on a punting display today. That was big. Carlson kicked the ball through the uprights, which we liked. And I thought the effort was good. So we got some things to clean up, and we'll do that.
Do you have any concern with Jackson?
Now we're concerned, obviously, really concerned about him, but we'll get more information here when we can be specific for you. I don't want to speculate.
Did you see how that happened?
Yeah, he just got rolled up a little bit. Unfortunate. Hope he's okay.
How are you feeling about the Hard Knocks cameras at this point? Have you felt it to be a distraction?
I don't. I try not to think about it, honestly. They're professional, and, you know, Mike Mayock's a guy you should talk to. He's done a nice job collaborating with them on the proximity of who's wired and et cetera. I got more on my mind than Hard Knocks, honestly.
I'm not sure how much Gabe would have played in the first preseason game anyway, but who needs to sort of step up in line?
Well, we're missing Denzel Good, obviously, so, you know, it'd be a great opportunity for a guy like Denver Kirkland, who's been here for a few years. We brought in Jonathan Cooper to help us out at left guard. We'll have to put our heads together, take a look at where we're going if we need to.
As far as what you're doing with the first preseason game, can you give us an update or maybe who will play or how much some of the first teamers will play?
Well, you're not going to see some of the starters. You're just not going to see them. You saw them today. You saw them yesterday. They took about 120 reps. So we're going to take a look at some young players, some guys that need the opportunity. And I don't have that for you right now, but I'll have it for you tomorrow.
You anticipate rookies that have been getting first-team reps to be playing?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, we got to see what the health of this team is. We had a hard time today. We only had one personnel grouping. We had limited tight ends, so we had to go with one personnel grouping almost the entire day, with the exception of about 10 plays. So we got to see who is healthy at tight end, which receivers are healthy, and when we have that, we'll go with our game plan.
You heard from Antonio Jones regarding him gathering information.
He's still gathering. I don't have any information other than that.
Did you have frostbite? Was that the accurate report?
I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to get into the exact nature of the feat. I'm just not.
Jon, given that the team's relocating, are you surprised all the fans are still showing up in numbers and being as vocal?
It's just great. You know, I think this goes to show you, once a Raider, always a Raider. We have very loyal fans. It's going to be heartbreaking in some ways. It's going to be ultra exciting in others to see the future of this franchise. But Raider fans are Raider fans. They're the best. And we appreciate their support today. It was fun.
Coach, what do you think about Derek and how he's operating the offense in your team?
I like Derek. You know, we had some tough downs today. I called some plays that weren't designed for a base defense, and they outnumbered us a few times. When you play 2nd and 10 and 3rd down against the Rams for a 15-play period, good luck. You know, it's a great lesson. Let's not have Aaron Donald and Brockers and these guys get to all their things. So it was a good learning experience, but I think Derek's playing great. For the most part, he took care of the football and made some big plays down the field again today.
So coming into this thing, you wanted to kind of get a look at your DBs going against their receivers. What did you see there, and how do you think they did?
I'm pleased. Unfortunately, I don't think Nick Nelson got to work. Nick Nelson's been a real surprise for us here the last couple months. But I think Conley's getting better. I really am excited about Isaiah and Trayvon, our 2 rookie corners. They are not intimidated. It's not too big for them so far, and they have progressively gotten better. And they can do a lot of things with their length and their size.
Josh Jacobs showed a couple of nice runs on the inside running period.
Yeah, he did.
Where he showed a little wiggle. And are you eager to see him in a real actual practice game?
Yeah, you know, we have to use this as preseason in some ways. We're not going to go out and give Josh Jacobs 35 or 40 carries in August. But he carried the ball a lot in the last 2 days, and I think you see vision, you see patience, and you see burst. And what you haven't seen is live full-speed tackling, and hopefully he gets a couple shots in August, but our fans will have to wait and see most of that when the Broncos come to town.
You also said you wanted to see your O-line against the Rams defense in front that's pretty stacked. How do you think they fared against
Pretty
Aaron
good.
Donald?
You know, we got to look at the tape. You know, I'm not going to be honest with you. You got to go back and look at things. We had some very good running snaps today against a very good run defense and a loaded box, and I like that. We ran into some tough looks against good players and made yards. We also have some things that we got to clean up. It's not just the offensive line, it's the tight ends, the backs and receivers and play callers.
What do you think from J.J. Nelson next year?
Good player, man. You know, he's a guy that's getting to run all the routes. I think he was more of a vertical stretch guy the last couple of years, but we put him in the slot. We put him everywhere with Antonio out, and Ryan Grant didn't play. So somebody has to step up, and every day, if you look at the film, Nelson's making big plays deep. And Derek likes him, and I think that's something we're going to continue to probe.
Ryan Grant, looks like he's carrying his back.
Yeah, he got kicked in the back. He got a back contusion of some kind, and those can be day-to-day. Hopefully he can play in the game. If not, we'll see some other young players.
Is it down a couple linebackers, Morrow and Wilbur?
Yeah, Wilbur unfortunately pulled up with a sore back. Couldn't play yesterday, couldn't play today. He's day-to-day. And Nick Morrow has a dental appointment today that we couldn't pass up. So he's excused. I talked to the dentist.
There were some military personnel today. I saw Charles Woodson talking to them. What's it mean to have some of the military active members
That's
here?
great. Yeah, it's great to have C. Wood out here too. We're trying to bring Woodson back to the Raider organization, and the military is always great. You know, their support for this country, what they do is well documented, and we love having them here. Love it.
Warren Sapp out here too?
Yeah, Sapp's out there, so it was a little loud in the hotel last night. And it's great to see Warren. He one of the best players I ever coached.
Anything more, guys? Okay.
All right, guys, have a good day. You bet.
All right, guys. Questions for Tahir?
I'll at your boy.
Do you feel like the defense got out of these 2 days of joint practice and get a better offense?
I think the last 2 days were great for us because, you're going against, obviously, a top-ranked offense, great team, went to the Super Bowl last year, so, had the opportunity to open the season last year against them, and, the last 2 days definitely was a good challenge for us to see where we were as a whole, as a defense, see how far along we are, and I think things went well. There was a lot of back and forth. We, in year 2 of the scheme, I think we're a lot further than we were last year.
It seems like the intensity today got ratcheted up a little bit. What's your take on joint practice?
It's always like that the second day, man, because, day one, if you lost, which, I say we took the dub yesterday, and then, the tempers are flaring, so the coach going to get on your case a little bit more, so you're going to go out there, try to get a little extra, a little chippy, but at the end of the day, it was all competitive, it was good, and, it's the nature of the game, no one really went after each other, seriously, but it was a good day.
And how much do those scrimmages actually help you get evaluated playing against a Super Bowl team like the Rams?
It goes a long way. Like I said, top-ranked offense. They're firing on all cylinders. They had pretty much the intact, same guys, same offenses intact from last year. So, for us to go out there and be able to, see where, how we measure up, I think we did a good job the last 2 days.
Sorry about that. Was there an area that surprised you of how ready you are, how close you are, or either positively or negatively when you're out there?
I think in all phases everything went well. There's nothing that pretty much stood out to where though, man, we need to work on this. Obviously, it's never perfect, but you just keep working at it. Everyone, we're all pros. They get paid like we get paid. They're professionals like we professionals. So, they're going to make plays. We're going to make plays. It's just a matter of limiting their big plays and how many plays they make, and we come out on top.
You played more snaps than anybody on this defense last year under some pretty difficult circumstances with a team that didn't have a ton of depth. As you look around you now and some of the younger additions, you're a little bit younger, a little more athletic. What do you see in terms of potential you got defensively?
Experience. Experience goes a long way. I think even the young guys that were on the team last year that played a bunch for us, experience goes a long way. Whenever you have opportunity to get more familiar with a scheme or anything to that standpoint, is that you fare that much better the next year. So this year you just see year 2 guys, year 3 guys with that experience, they're just coming along a lot better.
How would you evaluate the way you guys as a group did covering the tight ends?
I think we did a great job. Definitely improved yesterday, and as the day went on today, it's a matter of just putting your eyes where they need to be and just locking in and doing your job. So, that's really what it all boils down to, especially with all of the things that they run in their offense, run a lot of jet motion, a lot of orbit motion and everything. So you really have to be, locked in into where your keys are and doing your job and not really trying to, compensate or do other people's job.
You see Nicholas Moore make strides in that
Definitely. Nick, he's extremely athletic. He's smart. He understands, being as though he used to play safety, he has a great understanding of, route concepts and things. So, he does his homework. He understands, what routes are coming. He reads the quarterback, breaks on the ball, and I think as a group, we've definitely come a long way in doing that.
Seems like Vontaze's scheme knowledge is talked about when his name comes up. What do you see from him as an on-the-field, fly to the ball type of player? What have you kind of seen from him working on?
He's in great shape, man. He's running around. He's like I said, experience goes a long way, and him being familiar with the scheme, for really pretty much most of his career. He comes in and it's not like there's a learning curve or anything like that. He comes in, he's able to hit the ground running. He's able to, bring the whole group along with some of the stuff that he's familiar with from when they played in the scheme in Cincy, and then playing a lot of the defensive snaps last year. I'm able to give him some of the new little kinks that we have in the system now. So we're able to piggyback off each other, teach each other some stuff, and we go out there and we have a good working relationship.
Has it been nice for you? Last year there was so much put on your shoulders from the leadership perspective, from the scheme perspective. To have some veterans in your position group to kind of share that with?
At the end of the day, you got to go out there and do your job. It don't matter what's going on around you. My job is to do my job. I can't worry about, all doing the other 10 guys' jobs. So if my job is to call the play, get everyone lined up, and then execute that from there, that's all I can do. So I'm not going to say, what's better, what's not. At the end of the day, the experience we have in year 2 is a lot better.
We talked about it a little bit, the fact that just the amount of Raider Nation out here, the support you guys are receiving, with this potentially being like the last training camp here. I guess, what did you think about the support from Raider Nation out here?
I expect nothing less. It runs deep. They're diehard Raiders fans through and through, and that's what I love about it. They never waver. They might talk a little smack, get on your case a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're not going anywhere, and that's what I love. They're going to be right in that stadium through thick and thin, rooting, chanting and raving about, everything throughout the whole game. So, just going to take it one step at a time. Right now, we out here, have another year in the Coliseum, and we just going to embrace it and just put on the show.
2 more guys. We don't know the extent of the injury.
Hard Knocks cameras, especially like in film sessions and meetings. Do you notice them?
No, you don't notice them at all. They do a great job of staying out of the way. You know, if you're that type of guy, you want to be in the camera, you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you know, then that's when they you know, ask to mic you up and they follow you around and they do that type of stuff. But outside of that, I think they do a great job of doing their job and just staying out of the way, you know, in the back, and, you know, haven't really noticed them at all.
We don't know the extent of the injury. We saw Gabe Jackson get carted off. Like, how difficult is it to watch a teammate, you know, get injured and get taken off the field when you're trying to prepare and practice?
Obviously, you know, Gabe's a great player, and I didn't see what happened, or, you know, I didn't hear about it until after practice. But, you know, hopefully he's okay, and, you know, we just go from there. I think he'll be fine.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.